In this video, I will showcase 3 different methods of entering in sweat equity information for a specific applicant. To begin, I will show the first method of navigating to a specific applicant through the Home dashboard. So to begin, you will have to find the specific applicant that you would like to enter in sweat equity information for. You will see that there are several tabs of Summary, Timeline, Application Details, H4H Property, Sweat Equity, Task Notes, and Documents. What you will want to do is navigate to the Sweat Equity tab. And here you'll see in the header the information of sweat equity that has already been entered, as well as a list of sweat equity tickets that has been entered previously. If you would like to enter in a new sweat equity ticket, you'll have to click the green plus icon of Create New Entry. And after doing so, you'll then be prompted to fill in the completed date, the sweat equity member type of options household member, friend, relative, or coworker. Selecting a household member will give you a list of household members to choose from. After doing so, you will then be prompted to enter in the sweat equity type. If you choose education, you will then be prompted to select the specific class that you are filling in. And then finally enter in the total hours for this specific row. Once you enter in all the information fully, you will see that the incomplete warning symbol has disappeared, and a new sweat equity row has been auto-generated. The auto-generated row has been marked incomplete, and as you can see, they do not count towards the total required hours that have already been calculated. To complete this incomplete row, you will have to fill in the missing information of the sweat equity member type as well as the name. If you select a donor member type, such as a relative, in the name dropdown you will then be able to see a previously configured list of relatives. If you would like to add a new relative, you would have to click the green New Person button. You would then have to type in the name of the relative and click Save. And after having done so, you will be able to then see that the total hours listed here has been calculated to the total required hours. You will also note that if you select the construction sweat equity type, the total hours will then calculate to the total construction hours. You may see the list of classes that has already been completed by clicking on the See Classes button there. As a program director, you will be able to specifically waive classes. However, if you are not a program director and are a program assistant on the Habitat staff, you will not be able to waive sweat equity classes. If you would like to delete a specific row, you will have to click the red trash icon located on the right. And if you would like to delete a specific sweat equity ticket entry, you will have to click the Delete Entry button located on the top right. The second method of entering in sweat equity information would be through the Sweat Equity dashboard, which is available through the Sweat Equity Navigation tab. In here, you will only see a list of applicants that are currently within the home buyer pipeline. Clicking on the blue arrow located on the right of the specific applicant will bring you to the same page or a similar page as seen previously with the first method. you will be able to see all of the same information as well as have the same capabilities of entering in sweat equity information. The third and final method of entering in sweat equity information would be through the bulk entry feature. It is available through the Add Bulk Entry button located on the top right of the sweat equity dashboard. And here you will see a blank row of sweat equity. To begin entering information, you will have to select the specific applicant, again with the list of applicants only being applicants who are within the home buyer pipeline. As you can see, upon selecting the applicant, you will see their current information on their sweat equity statistics such as construction hours, number of construction hours, total required hours that they have completed, as well as how many donation hours they have remaining. You will then be able to fill in using the same method as shown previously of filling in the completed date, filling out the sweat equity member type, choosing their name, designating the sweat equity type, as well as filling in the total hours. You will also be able to add in add additional rows to a specific sweat equity ticket. However, if you would like to separate the tickets, you will then be able to select an applicant again, and repeat the process.